So at this point, there's no denying the fact that SoFi has a bright future, right? We all know that, at least I do. I don't know about you. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments. But for the most part, we're on the same page with that SoFi has a bright future. There's a lot of potential moving forward here, but there's also a lot of risks. And in this video, that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to break down the key risks with SoFi, what I believe, and of course, we'll break down what I'm doing. Am I buying? Am I selling? Am I holding? And later in the video, we'll break down the charts and kind of see where SoFi is trading right now. So if you all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to get up to 15 stocks for Moomoo, link down below. Once you open up an account, you get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. If you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks totaling 5 stocks, and if you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks totaling 15 free stocks, guys. So with that being said, again, all those are linked down below, the free stocks, and with that being said, let's dive right into the video. So you probably saw SoFi reported earnings a couple of days ago, and well, their stock has been moving all over the place. Today when I'm making this video, the stock is down around 3%, roughly 2.75%. Either way, it's down about almost 3%, down to about $4.71, down 13 cents on the day so far, and that's after it went down for the last couple of days. You guys probably remember they reported earnings earlier this week. The stock went up to $7 after the earnings, and well, that did not last long at all. The market opened that day that they reported earnings, and the stock dumped all the way down to about $5.50. Then the day after that, it went down to about $4.80. Then yesterday, it went down to roughly $4.70, and now we're starting to take out the lows from yesterday and the day before, as again, we're down almost 3% at the time that I'm making this video. So we'll break down the charts a little bit more later in the video, but now I want to talk about the key risks when it comes to SoFi. Let me actually pull up the Safari tab here, and let's just get into it. So in my eyes, guys, the main risk is the fact that their personal loan originations are absolutely exploding, right? I'm not sure if you guys knew, but the main danger when it comes to personal loans is that they don't require any collateral like home loans or auto loans, meaning there's higher potential for loss. And additionally, these types of loans typically have higher default rates. So essentially, if people can't pay these loans, well, they just default on the loans. There's higher default rates. And guys, with the Fed raising rates and them having the goal of ultimately cooling off the labor market, which means the unemployment rate's going to go up, well, this is going to put pressure on these consumers that are taking out these personal loans, right? Because again, if we get that unemployment rate to go up, people are losing their jobs, their income's going down, they probably don't have any savings to back them up for a couple months as they look for another job, because most Americans don't have any savings. They're living paycheck to paycheck. In that case, they're not going to be able to make payments. That is a serious problem. And these loans could go down south very, very quickly as customers, even if they have high credit scores, right, as customers lose their jobs, and again, they're not able to pay these loans. So right now we're looking at the segment financials here based on the last earnings report, which again came out a couple of days ago for SoFi. So bear with me, guys. So let's look at these numbers very quickly, guys. Here at the top left, we have student loan originations. Then under that, we have personal loan originations. Then we have home loan originations, which we'll talk about here in a couple of minutes. And we won't talk about student loans in this video. Maybe we'll do that in another video, maybe on my second channel, Stas Talks Money. If you haven't subscribed yet, link down below to that. So I want to focus on personal loans to start off this video, and you'll see how these have exploded over the past couple of years for SoFi. So personal loan originations as of Q1 2021, let me actually see if I can zoom in a little bit more on this so you guys can get a better glance. You guys see right here, personal loan originations in Q1 2021, and mind you, these numbers are in thousands. This number for personal loan originations was right around $805 million. Then by Q2 2021, a quarter later, look at that massive spike from $800 million to now $1.3 billion, guys. In just a quarter, that spiked by over 50%. Yeah, from 800 million to 1.3 billion in just a quarter. That is a massive move. Then by Q3 2021, it popped even more. Not as much as from Q1 to Q2, but it popped from 1.3 billion roughly to now over 1.6 billion dollars in personal loan origination. Then you guys can see here Q4 it kind of leveled off. It only went up to about 1.6 billion, almost 1.65 billion. So essentially, guys, from Q1 to Q4 2021, personal loan originations pretty much doubled, a little bit over a double there, from 800 million to 1.6 billion dollars. That's pretty crazy. Now we're getting to full year 2022. That was 2021. Now let's take a look at 2022. So look at this, guys. In Q1 of 2022, they had $2 billion of personal loans. In Q2 of 2022, that spiked up to $2.5 billion. And you want to know what it went to by Q3? Well, it went up to $2.8 billion, and in Q4 2022 it actually went down a little bit to $2.4 billion. So essentially, guys, from Q1 2021, right, 800 million rather, it went up all the way to $2.4 billion by Q4 2022. That's a jump of around, what, 3 times in the span of not even 2 years. That is a very big spike in personal loan originations. And look at this. In Q1 2023, the quarter that they just reported, just shy of $3 billion. So people are borrowing money hand over fist, guys. And again, the risk here is that they default on these loans with no collateral, as the Fed's raising rates, as the Fed does not plan on cutting anytime soon, like we saw in the Fed meeting, from the Fed meeting yesterday. So yeah, this could put a lot of pressure on the American consumer, the economy. They could lose their jobs, like we talked about earlier in this video. And when they lose their jobs, think about it, guys. If you lose your job, what is your priority when it comes to your bills, right? Think about it. So you don't have a job anymore. What's your priority? The number one priority is, at least for most people, to pay their mortgage, right? To pay their rent, so they're not living on the street the next month, right? So the bank doesn't take their house. So they're going to be paying their their mortgage first, right? That's priority number one. Maybe the car loan is number 2, right? We're just talking here, guys. I don't know. For sure, mortgage number 1, maybe car loan number 2, maybe some other debts, and then's going to come this personal loan. So SoFi could get screwed in the case of a major recession here. And honestly, guys, that's one of the main reasons why I'm not going all in on SoFi right now. That's something that's holding me back a little bit, the fact that their personal loan originations are just completely ballooning. And there's also home loan risk. And before we actually talk about that, guys, if you have not gotten up to 15 stocks yet for Moomoo, use that link down below. Open up an account. You get 1 free share of stock right off the bat. And once you deposit at least $100, you get 4 more stocks, totaling 5 stocks. And if you deposit at least $1,000, are you ready for this, guys? You get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 free stocks. And of course, all those links down below help out the channel. Without you, this would not be possible. So get those links down below. I appreciate you guys as always. Cheers. And with that being said, let's talk about home loan risk, because you guys know there are a lot of people getting mortgages these days, right? And well, the mortgage rate has gone up a ton as well. And SoFi's home loan business is not immune from these market conditions. It too has cratered, originating $216 million in home loans in the third quarter of 2023, down 73% from the $793 million it originated in the year ago period. That is not good. And for instance, the company originated almost $3 billion of home loans in 2021, 36% more than the previous year. So in other words, guys, this part of the business has gotten nailed, in other words, right? Let me actually look here and see what this is looking like. So home loan originations is the third line here, you guys see. And again, these numbers are in thousands. So in Q1 2021, $730 million. By Q4 of 2022, holy crap, this went down to $105 million of home loan originations. That is insane, considering back in Q1 of 2021, again, it was at $735 million. You guys probably can see that. That is pretty nutty right there, from 735 down to 105 million. And now in Q1 2023, that has come down even more to 89.8 roughly million dollars. That is insane. So home loan originations are coming down, way down, as personal loan originations are going through the roof. To me, that is a little bit risky here for SoFi, guys. And again, the reason why I'm not going all in on the stock, one of the main reasons is, again, they're just way too heavy on personal loans. And the home origination loans, those are going down through the floor. And not to mention student loan originations, which we're not going to talk about really in this video. Those have gone down as well. But that'll resume soon here, guys. You guys know what's pretty much going on with student loans now. We're not going to get into that in this video. But overall, that's pretty much all that I wanted to talk about today. I mean, today's a pretty bloody day out there, guys. We have SoFi now down over 4%. It's taken out the lows from yesterday and the day before. We just hit 462. And we have the VIX up over 12% today. So talk about volatility so far in these markets. I mean, this is nutty. So yeah, make sure to subscribe because we're going to do a lot more content today. Hit that notification bell and that like button while you're at it. Let's run the likes up on this video, guys. And don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo and 12 stocks from Webull. Link down below. And feel free to check out my Patreon if you guys want to be a part of the Patreon portfolio, the Discord chat. You want to see my charts and ideas throughout the day, plus more, and have more access to me throughout the day. The best way to do that is linked down below on Patreon, or you guys can check out the YouTube channel membership, either or. And with that being said, cheers, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.